Hello, everybody. How you doing today? And welcome once again to our daily dose of English. If you don't know what the daily dose is, it is a daily podcast where I send you every day vocabulary, expressions, phrasal verbs, and the news, entertainment, information in general. So, if you like that sort of thing, stick around and let's get started. The expression of the day today is the expression, don't count your chickens before they hatch. That's the expression, don't count your chickens before they hatch. Basically, what that expression means is don't count on something until it has happened, right? So, for example, we could say everybody's happy, right, with the contract, the negotiation that we've been working on for the past few days, and then everybody's super happy with it, and I could just say, okay, guys, yes, we're all happy, but don't count your chickens before they hatch. We haven't signed the contract yet. It means don't be happy before it actually happens, right? So you're working on a problem, for example, and you haven't fixed the problem yet. But you think you have, you think you know what it is, and then you get all happy because of it. And I say, okay, that's good news, but don't count your chickens before they hatch. It means don't be happy before we finish it. Let's finish it first. Let's get it all out of the way first. And then we can finally be happy or excited about something. So the expression again, don't count your chickens before they hatch. For the phrasal verb of the day, we have the phrasal verb bail out. Bail out. The phrasal verb bail out means to become free of an obligation or commitment, right? Or to discontinue an activity. So, for example, let's say that you did something wrong and you have to pay a bill or you have to pay a fine and you don't know how you're going to pay, right? So I'm a good friend. I come and I give you money to pay the bill or the fine, and I pay it for you. So what I am doing is I am bailing you out. So it means that I am making you free of that obligation or commitment. So when you bail someone out, you're saying, look, you don't have to do it. I will do it for you. Okay? It's very common, for example, for governments to bail out big companies, right? When they have a lot of tax debt, for example, it usually happens. Governments bail out businesses, right? So that is the bail out phrasal verb, right? Don't worry, I'll bail you out. It means I'm going to help you, especially with money. Normally, that's using money. But you can also use it in trouble, right? Like, let's say that you're having a discussion with two guys at a bar, and, these guys are trying to hurt you or something, and then I come and I'm a police officer and I say, okay, guys, let's stop this. Then you can turn to me and you can say, Marcella, thanks for bailing me out. Thanks for bailing me out, right? Thanks for helping me in the situation, okay? Now, as for the business vocabulary, we have the word or the verb to endorse. To endorse. To endorse someone is basically to declare your public approval of that person. On LinkedIn, many of you who follow me are on LinkedIn. On LinkedIn, we have an option for endorsing someone. So when you endorse someone's skills, you are publicly declaring that that person is good, right? So that is the idea of the word to endorse, right? So I endorse your skills, your reputation, whatever that is. Okay, it's to give your public approval. In sports, for example, we have a lot of athletes. For example, Nike or Puma or whatever, and these athletes they endorse the brand, right? That's what we call endorsement. Endorsement is when an athlete speaks on behalf of a brand or advertises a brand or show products of a brand. We call that endorsement. Okay? Very good, guys. Excellent. Well, that's the phrasal verb expression and vocabulary of the day. As for the news, I want to talk to you specifically today about something extraordinary that China did this last week. China has created, the government of China and scientists in China, they have created an artificial sun, right? Of course, it's not a sun per se, it's a nuclear reactor. And this nuclear reactor mimics the temperatures of the sun. So one of the ideas is to use this form of nuclear fusion to power, basically everything. The idea is nuclear fusion is what happens at the centers of stars, like our sun, for example. What we see that big ball of gas burning, it's called nuclear fusion. Fusion is when two atoms fuse together, right? They join together to form a new atom. So that process of joining two atoms is called fusion, right? And it generates massive amounts of energy. What we do today, we do have nuclear power today, but that is the opposite of fusion. What we have is called nuclear fission, which basically is when you separate two atoms. Like you have one atom and you separate that one atom into two. You have fission, nuclear fission. Now, nuclear fusion is when you do the opposite. You put two atoms together to generate another one, and that process creates energy. So basically, this is what China's been working on. It's very interesting, and it's promising. It promises to be the future of clean energy, and we do need clean energy. So I'm very excited about that. All right. So that's it for today, guys. So I hope you like this podcast. And if you do, don't forget to like it, subscribe, share with your friends. If you're interested in having English conversation classes, business classes, let me know. Send me a message. I'll be more than happy to help you. And if you have missed any of my previous episodes, you can go to my YouTube channel where you will see all the previous podcasts there. Or you can go to my LinkedIn profile, and under my posts, you're going to find all of the Daily Dose of English files right there. So I appreciate your time. I wish you a wonderful day. God bless, and take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.